I'm Sam McAlpin with Alabama Grapevine. I'm here with Diana Goss of the Dekalb County Entrepreneurial Center in Rainsville, Alabama. First off, Diana, thank you for your time. Second, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. It's really awesome for me. So what exactly is the Dekalb County Entrepreneurial Center?
The Dekalb Entrepreneurial Center, and we call it the Dekalb Center for short. We are a nonprofit organization that is supporting the small businesses in Dekalb and our area.
That's very cool. So what exactly do you do here, and how did you end up getting your job here?
Well, what I do here is the past 5 to 6 months, I have been setting up this facility that we are filming from, the incubator in Rainsville, Alabama, getting that ready to set up and to go. Just a week and a half ago, we got the sprinklers set up, ready to go, and everything is ready for our grand opening. And how I became the executive director here, I met the founder, Vicki Kirby, at Rotary, Fort Payne Rotary Club, and she kept telling me about the Entrepreneurial Center, and I just loved her passion for getting this together. The nonprofit was started in 2018, and since then they've been looking for someone to head it up, and I was blessed with the opportunity to write and help her write the first grant. And the seed money to get this started was with ARC. And when the grant was approved, she offered me the job and I took it.
Oh, awesome. So if you said nonprofit, so we're going to talk about money a little bit. If someone was to come in and say, hey, I want to use the Entrepreneurial Center, how much would it cost them to come in and take advantage of this facility?
Sure. Well, before I get there, we've got 3 forms of membership. Now, I'm going to go, it's a full membership, virtual membership, and aspiring. And I'm going to start with aspiring. Aspiring is people that have these great ideas. And they said, look, I got this idea and I don't know how to make it work. What do I do next? And that is just $25 a month. We can help them take that wonderful idea and move it into a practical model, and that will actually bring them money and support them instead of being a side hustle, their full-time job. A virtual member is for those that don't need space in this incubator, but they are already existing and they have their business, but they needed support. They needed marketing support. They needed mentoring. They needed education on how to make their business more prosperous, and that's $50 a month. Now, the full membership is pretty cool because for $1 per square foot of rental, the company will have access to the full facility, 24-hour, 24/7 access, security, and you get the water, you get the utilities, you get the electricity, you get maintenance, and also you get 1 gig internet service, all for that $1 per square foot. And that way that this company, when they come to work every day here, that they will focus on their customer base. They will focus on trying to make their numbers happen. And when they graduate, usually about 3 to 5 years, and graduate out of this incubator, they will be able to be successful for sure. So that's the cost.
It sounds very, very cool. It sounds awesome. It sounds like something people should be taking advantage of. What advice would you give someone to get the most out of this facility and the services that it does offer? What advice would you give them to really make it happen?
Well, to make it happen, just reach out to us and make a phone call. So one of the beautiful things about this whole thing is that an entrepreneurial center also provides mentoring. They provide education. With just one phone call, we can connect them to what they need. It depends on how they need it and when they need it. So, for example, if a company comes to us and they want to have help with marketing. Now, the University of Alabama, we just had published a report saying that the number one need for small businesses is marketing. They don't know how to manage that. They don't know what to do. Social media takes a lot of time. So to take advantage of what we have here, we're going to provide a marketing workshop. We're going to provide leadership workshops. We just held a entrepreneurial workshop, and the University of Auburn conducted it and instructed two great instructors there, and it assisted a lot of Rainsville entrepreneurs, somebody from Tennessee, others from 2 different counties. So we're already moving forward.
Growing quick, man. Growing quick. It's very cool to hear about. What would you say is the most valuable resource for entrepreneurs, whether they be younger ones or even older ones?
One of the most valuable things that they have is their imagination. I know that's a strange kind of thing, but people will make something happen. If something that is dear to them, a passion for them. I have sat across this table with many different entrepreneurs, and they says that, I've got this great idea. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to commit to the resources and spend my money to make this happen. How do I do it? And so that's all that they need is their imaginations, because they know how to get things done. They know what they need to do. And you'd be surprised at the entrepreneurs that says, I know how to make this work, but I need that support.
Yes, ma'am. It's always good to have somebody having your back. You touched on it earlier. It's a question that I already had. Who founded the DeKalb County Entrepreneurial Center, and how did that come about? You touched on it a little. Just elaborate a little more.
Vicki Kirby is a financial advisor for Edward Jones, and it was her passion, that she saw the need. And so, like I said, she started the nonprofit in 2018, and she's all excited about being the founder. And she is her financial advisor, Edward Jones' office is in Fort Payne, Alabama, and so she is a good citizen of the city of Fort Payne, and she does have that passion, which I am thankful to help serve her with that.
Yes, ma'am. It's always great seeing people get excited about their work. Go ahead.
No, that's fine.
All right. What are the long-term goals for this center and its workers?
Okay. The long-term goal is to have a location open and operating in the city of Fort Payne, where this location will have just light manufacturing. It's really small, where we'll be able to have that kind of e-commerce, assembly. But the long-term goals for this organization is to have more manufacturing base, a heavier little manufacturing facility where we're going to have conference rooms, classes for our education pillar, our equip pillar, and our empowerment pillar. We'll be able to have all of the different types of service that entrepreneurs need. There will be a restaurant inside this facility. So it is a dream that we keep alive, and we keep it forward, because we've got something to achieve.
Yes, ma'am. That's very cool to hear. Are there any success stories or anyone that's attached themselves to this facility that you would like to kind of brag on at this time?
Sure. Before we even open up our doors, we have got 2 virtual members, and they come to us with help because they were wanting to get some financial funding, and they needed help with their business plan. So they were really excited about that, and we were helping them through it. We also had attendees from the workshop that said that they were able to take what they had learned and already apply it, because they were having plans to expand their service, and they know how to do it now. And that was a success for me because I wanted to make sure that their passion and their vision is successful. And but we haven't even opened up our doors yet. So like I said, we are ready to start incubating, and we're looking forward to our first graduate.
Yes, ma'am. Aside from putting money back into the community and the economy of the area, which is always, 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 always important, what are you, aside from the money, what are you most forward looking to giving back to this community?
That was a great question. I like it very much because we're just here to support the small businesses. So we are getting organized a network, a Dekalb Entrepreneurial Network, and it's called the DEN, very original and an acronym. And it's going to be an organized group that will make sure that all the entrepreneurs will have the opportunity to come together and meet, come together and network, that their voices will be heard. And in this network, we will find out what their needs are. Because how do we know what our small business needs are unless they tell us? And so that will give them the voice that they need to move forward. So this network, the Den, is going to be a very successful give back to the community. We're going to get started in having 2 mix and mingles a year. And but our second thing that we really are passionate about, we support the summit in Fort Payne, Alabama, and we help them with curriculum and computers and anything that we could do. And we also support the Winston Place. They have the new owner of the Winston Place is got some initiatives coming down the pike, and we are very fortunate to be able to support that as well. So and there's more. Whatever the community says, Diana, or Vicki, we need this, and we will put our heads together to see what we can come up with.
Yes, ma'am. When can we start taking advantage of everything that the DeKalb County Entrepreneurial Center offers? What are the hours? When do the doors open? And where are you located?
Okay, we're located in Rainsville. It's 246 McCurdy Avenue North, Rainsville, Alabama. We are very thankful to the City Council, Mayor Lingerfeld. They are visionaries, and they get what we are doing. And I want to thank you so much for that. The Tom Bevel Center has been a great support. Sandy Goff of the Chamber has been amazing getting us together, supporting us in our workshop, our first one. We haven't officially had a grand opening, but our doors are open 8 to 5, except for lunch. And so we are ready to go. And if you're running out of space in your garage, or your wife is going, oh my gosh, I want my bedroom back, or some such that you need space, come see me. And we got the space that you need to make sure your business grows.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Sam McAlpin with the Alabama Grapevine, and that's been my time today with Diana Goss of the DeKalb County Entrepreneurial Center, who through teamwork, dedication, and a whole lot of can-do attitude is hoping to make the DeKalb County area a little bit sweeter, one go-getter at a time. I appreciate your time today, Diana.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.